Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, is going to be my Valent tties reading vlog. I promise this will be the last reading vlog in for a few days, because pretty much in the last week I've uploaded, well, this will be my third reading vlog. But this is my Valent tties reading vlog. That's what we're here for. Valent tties, if you are living under a rock and haven't been on my channel, is a smutty readathon that I am co-hosting with two of my friends, Clint from Reed's Reader and Morgan from Morgan's Bookshelves. I will link them below. And so basically this is a weekend of smut and self-care. So there is prompts. Where's my notebook? So there is some prompts. We have a few prompts that I will go through. These prompts are completely optional. I will kind of do some of them. I'll do a recap at the end of this of what books I read for what prompts, because my goal is to do at least half the prompts. So we'll go through this really quickly, and then I'll kind of do an update on so far what has happened today, because it is Friday the 10th, the first day of the readathon. So prompt number 1 is Whip My Cream, a book with BDSM. Prompt number 2 is Conversation Hearts, read a sweet romance. 3, Dripping in Chocolate, read a diverse book/author. Prompt number 4, One in the Pink, Two in the Stink, blame Clint for that prompt title. Read a book with pink or brown on the cover. Prompt number 5, Pop Your Cherry, read a new to you author. Prompt number 6, Bouquet of Flowers, treat yourself. I was originally going to buy myself books, but Indigo is down, and it has been the last 2 days, so hopefully it'll be up for the weekend so I can actually buy myself a book for that prompt. And then prompt number 7, Sluts for Sprints, participate in reading sprints. Obviously I'll be doing that. I'm co-hosting sprints on the final day of this, so the 12th. So yeah, so far today I've done no reading. I haven't really even done anything productive. I've been editing a vlog and doing a tiny bit of schoolwork, but honestly, I have a giant to-do list that I want to get done, so I'm going to get at least a couple things done off that to-do list before I start reading. I do have a few books that I kind of want to get done this weekend, but I know that if I force myself to read all of them, I will fall into a slump. Also, if I feel like I need a physical book or something like that, I will end up reading Empire Storms and Tower of Dawn, but those aren't smut, so I'm not really going to talk about them beyond maybe, okay, I read this smut ebook and then also I read a little bit of that because my brain needed a break from smut, because I noticed that for Clitmas, which happened in December, by the end, I just didn't want to read smut, which is something I never thought I'd say, and I don't want that to happen again. So I'm gonna kind of pace myself. My goal for this weekend is 3 books. I know that a good chunk of the books that I have are novellas. I know that at least 2 of them are under at least 3 of them are under 150 pages, I think. And I think even 2 of those are under 100. So if I can get those 3 done, boom. I think I'd also be finishing a series. I don't know, really. This is just gonna be chaos. But yeah, I will update you later. I know there's going to be sprints later today, which I'll hopefully be reading by then. So yeah. Okay, so new location. But it's now after 10-ish. And I've started a book. I started Set by Alexandria House, and this is a erotic novella that I'm listening to on Hoopla, that my friend Reese has recommended to me quite a few times. And this, basically, we are following, I've already forgot the main female character's name, Kiana? Something like that, and Set, and basically you're kind of following them. Just they're basically a little more than friends with benefits, but less than a relationship, and they've kind of had this thing going on for about 3 years, ever since they met at their 20th like high school anniversary. They're in their like early 40s, and you are just kind of seeing them hook up, and I'm about 49% into it, and it's good so far. Sometimes with the way that some things are worded, I'm just kind of like, it takes me out of the scene a little bit, but so far it's compelling because it's like they went to the same high school together. They didn't really know each other in high school. Well, they knew of each other, but they weren't friends. They meet at their, like, they meet again at their 20-year like high school reunion, and then now 3 years later they're doing all that, and there's feelings there that I think they're both scared to admit, because of failed relationships in the past. And so far it's like a 3.5. Like, it's not blow away amazing, but it's enjoyable and I'm enjoying reading it. I might read more tonight, or I might read something else. I'm honestly not entirely sure. But yeah, after last update, I did a little bit of productive stuff, and then Morgan did sprints, and I read obviously some of that. Like, I obviously read some of Set, and then a lot of us just hung out backstage, like hung out, kind of just talked and had fun. That's my favorite thing about these readathons that we're doing, is it's an opportunity for, first of all, us to do smut and self-care, but also just an opportunity for like some of us as friends to just hang out and spend time with each other, and like make time to spend with each other, because we know that the weekend is coming up and we know that we'll all have so much fun. And so that's really why I love doing these, is because of friendship. And so yeah, I will leave this here, and I will see you in the morning. Okay, so it is 12:30 on Saturday, so the 11th. We're on day 2 of Valent, and last night I did read a little bit more of Set, and I did get the main character's name wrong. I apologize. The main female character is Karima. I completely was brain farting on the name, but I got at least close. I was in the right ballpark of the name, and I'm now 74% into it. I will be finishing it today. I am very much enjoying it. It's probably going to be like a 3.5 stars, which I'm perfectly fine with. And then I also read Locked in Love by Dana Isley. This is the 5th and final book in the Nick and Holly series, which basically is a series of erotic novellas that we are following Nick and Holly throughout, I guess, like their first year knowing each other, or roughly their first year. Book 1, Dipped in Holly, is them meeting close to Christmas. Claimed by Cupid is their first Valentine's Day together. Bound in Cabo is them on their first vacation. Dicked by Daddy is just a weekend of them at their cabin. And then Locked in Love is them getting married. And so I give that 4 stars because it was really good. It was the most realistic of them all, and it was the most intimate, I felt like, of all the books. I loved them all. Loved them all. I mean, some of them I gave like 2-3 stars, but I loved the content. It was just more of like the execution that was done. But with Locked in Love, it was perfect. It was very short. It's only 69 pages. I feel like the author did that on purpose. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I finished a series, which is a good thing. I have so many series started that I finished something for once. And this did work for 1 or 2 prompts, I think. And so, yeah, first book down. And then I'm hoping to finish Set within the next few hours. I just need to do a few other things before I start reading. But I'm currently on Clint's Sprints, which I'm literally just sat in my bed with the laptop on my lap, with the phone on the laptop, hence another new background. Are we playing the game of how many different backgrounds can we unlock in this vlog? But yeah, I will update you when I finish Set, and then also when I figure out what I'm reading next. So it's now 3:50 and I finished Set by Alexandria House and I'm giving it 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it. It wasn't mind-blowing, but it was like, it hooked me enough to read it and enjoy it. I will be continuing the series at some point because it's like, there's 3 books in the series. And it's kind of about like the 3 brothers, like Set is the oldest and then the next 2 books are about his 2 younger brothers, who you briefly are introduced to one of them. So yeah, but it was in general just good. So yeah, that was just a little update. I don't know what I'm going to be reading next. Currently I'm just kind of reading some of Empire Storms and Tower of Dawn, which are right over here because I just need a little break from smut. And also I really want to get these read because I love them so much. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop blabbing and I'll update you when I do pick my next ebook. Okay, so it's Sunday, and between yesterday and today, I have read 48% of Ache by Marley Valentine. This is a MM romance and is the CBC like queer pick, which CBC is a book club of sorts that I'm in on Instagram. And so Ache is about 2 friends, Jordan and Gail, and they have been friends since they were, I think, like kindergarten, so like about 5 years old, and now they're like 30, 31-ish, and Gail is getting married to a woman, and basically it's the 2 of them and like their friends going on Gail's like bachelor party in Vegas, and let's just say the saying of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and Gail and Jordan so far have just had a fun trip in Vegas where they've admitted how they've been feeling since they were a lot younger, like feelings from when they were like 18 or something like that. And it's now the complex thing of, well, Gail is literally supposed to be getting married, yet he's also in love with Jordan, who's his best friend, and so it's like, who does he like more and want to be with? I will say, I feel bad for Gail's fiance, because she explicitly says of like, it doesn't matter what happens in Vegas as long as you come back to me, and it's like, oh honey, I don't think that's gonna happen. That's not really a big spoiler, but I am enjoying it. It's like, it's very predictable, minus where I'm currently at. That kind of took a curveball of like, oh wait, what? This was going all so smooth, and now there's this one thing happening that like literally is stressing me out, and I need to read more to know what happens. But it's like fairly average of like, oh, 2 best friends, one's straight, one's gay. Obviously the straight one isn't as straight as he seems, so it's very cliche. Like, it's gonna be like a 3.5, 4 star maybe. Like, I'm enjoying it. It's not blowing me away. It's pretty standard to the formula of those type of books that you see of like the straight guy, gay guy who are best friends, but I'm enjoying it. That's all I can say. It's about 1:45 and I'm just doing a bunch of things. I probably will read more of Ache before my sprints later, because my sprints are happening around 4 my time. So I probably won't update until after my sprints, and then might even end the vlog, because I don't really know if I'm going to read anything after I finish Ache, which I'm hoping to finish during my sprints. Okay, so it is about 10:30 on Monday. I did not end up ending the vlog last night because I pretty much finished the book. Like, I finished Ache by Marley Valentine. I'm giving it 3.5 stars. It was good. It just didn't blow me away. I will say I will be reading more from this author, because there's other books that are like connected to this book, like some of the characters, and I am intrigued in those characters enough to consider trying those out when I'm in the mood for like just something that is like very easy to read and enjoyable, like something that I know I'm going to like because it's so formulaic and simple, that's when I would read that book. But yeah, overall, Ache by Marley Valentine, 3.5 stars. So yeah, let's just do a little recap of what I read for the weekend and what worked for each prompt. So prompt number 1, Whip My Cream, book with BDSM. Locked in Love by Dana Isley technically does fit with this because there is that dom sub dynamic between the two characters. It's not as prevalent in this book, but if you look back at other books in that series, it is very much heavy with BDSM content. It's not good BDSM content, but it's still that content nonetheless. Prompt number 2, Conversation Hearts, read a sweet romance. I'd say all 3 books that I read were sweet romances because they all ended up being sweet and cute and yeah. Dripping in Chocolate, read a diverse book / author. Set by Alexandria House. I almost forgot the author there. That is diverse. 1 in the Pink, 2 in the Stink, read a book with pink or brown on the cover. I think Locked in Love has pink on the cover. Also, I think Ache, the text is a very, 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 very light pink. Number 5, Pop Your Cherry, read a new to you author. Both Alexandria House and Marley Valentine are new to me authors. I have not read from them before, so that's 2 new authors. Prompt number 6, Bouquet of Flowers, treat yourself. I wasn't able to buy books like I wanted to, but I'm going to say I did treat myself in just being able to enjoy the weekend. That's kind of stretching that, but my readathon, my rules. And then obviously I did sprints for the entire weekend. So prompt number 7, Sluts for Sprints, participate in sprints. I did sprints every single day. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog, and to anybody that is watching that participated in the readathon, thank you for participating. I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. There will be another round of these smutty readathons happening in April, I believe, is what we're aiming for. But those details will come later at some point once we actually figure that out. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. And bye!